Hello once again and welcome back to our Delta PLC tutorial. So in this video ay gagamit na tayo ng HMI to control our output devices. Okay? So ano nga ba yung HMI? Yung HMI natin is isa siyang interactive na screen, So usually touch screen siya. And then ang purpose nito is to substitute yung ating mga physical na input devices and some of the output devices, yung just like yung mga indicator lamps natin. So ang isang advantage po ng HMI is unlimited po yung pwede nating ilagay na mga buttons and indicator sa loob ng ating HMI. And then pwede rin tayo maglagay ng mga interactive na mga graphical, yung tinatawag nilang GUI or graphical user interface dito sa loob ng ating HMI. Okay, so depende po yun sa memory capacity ng ating HMI. So as what we can notice po, na wala na po tayong kinabit sa ating input terminals ng ating PLC. Kasi nga yung ating input devices ay ilalagay na natin sa loob ng ating HMI. So, simple lang po yung connection ng ating HMI. So, need natin of course, yung kanyang power supply, which is DC 24 volts. So, meron tayong connection dito ng DC positive, then DC negative. And then, yung communication niya, from HMI to PLC ay pwede tayong gumamit ng RS-232 or RS-485. So pag RS-232 yung gagamitin natin is from dito din na communication port, and then yung communication port ng PLC na COM1 yung ating gagamitin. But for this tutorial, yung gagamitin natin ay RS-485 na communication. Okay, so yung communication natin is dito sa baba ng PLC. So dito sa baba ng PLC ay may makikita tayo dito communication port, which is RS-485. So dalawang cable lang po yung need natin sa RS-485. We have yung A and B, Now which corresponds dito sa pin 1 and pin 6 ng ating DB9 na connector. So ito din sa loob, sinolder lang natin sa pin 1 and pin 6, yung pin 1 natin yung data plus, and then yung pin 6 natin is data minus. So ikakabit na natin dito yung ating RS-485 connection. So yung ating mga output devices ay ganun pa rin, Yung ating magnetic contactor ay nakakonect sa ating Y0, and then yung ating green na indicator lamp ay nakakonect sa Y1, and then yung ating red na indicator lamp ay nakakonect sa ating Y2. Okay, so AC po lahat yung dumadaan dito sa ating output terminal. So kung gusto nyong reviewin yung connection nitong output terminal natin, tingnan nyo na lang sa mga previous na tutorial. So once again, para madali po nating maintindihan yung ating mga wiring connections, ay gumawa na naman tayo ng ating wiring diagram. So as what we can see, na meron tayong tatlong output devices, which is yung ating magnetic contactor, and then yung ating green na indicator lamp, for running, and then we have yung red na indicator lamp for stop. And then we have yung ating HMI na DOP B03S211. So, yung una nating i-connect is yung neutral side ng ating mga output devices. No? So, starting from our magnetic contactor. So, yung ating magnetic contactor, meron po siyang line na nakakabit sa kanyang A2, and then yung ating green na indicator lamp doon sa kanyang X2 na terminal, and then yung ating red na indicator lamp. Then after that is ikakabit na natin yung common ng ating PLC, no, which is galing doon sa line side ng ating circuit breaker. And then yung line side naman na pupuntang magnetic contactor is galing sa ating Y0 na terminal. No? So similarly, yung ating Y1 na line side is yun naman yung mapupunta sa ating green na indicator lamp. And then we have yung ating red na indicator lamp na galing dun sa ating Y2 na terminal. And then next natin ikakabit is yung power supply ng ating HMI. No? So starting from the positive, no, which is coming from our 24 volt DC na power supply. So nandito po yung power supply ng HMI. So 24 volts po ito. So kailangan natin kumuha ng positive line from the power supply. Then next naman po yung kanyang negative line, which is still no galing sa ating power supply. Then of course no para safe, lagyan natin ng grounding connection. Okay? Then lastly, yung kakabit natin is yung connection niya dun sa ating PLC. Okay? Which is yung ginamit natin na connection dito is RS485, no? Gamit yung ating DB9 na connector. So, eto po siya. So, dalawang wire lang po yan, no? We have the A, no, for positive, and then B for negative. So, mapupunta po yan sa ilalim ng ating PLC. So, meron po tayo doon RS485 na connection. So, that's it, no? Tutungo na tayo sa ating programming. We are now on the programming part of this tutorial. So, yung una nating gagawin na program is yung program ng ating PLC. So, to create a new program, click lang po natin yung new icon dito sa ating left side ng ating window. So, yung ating project name is PLC to HMI project. Still, no, yung controller type natin is PBP, and then yung ating PLC type is SA2. Click lang po natin OK. Then still, no, as what we are always doing on the left side of your screen, click lang po natin yung programs and then click new. Again, yung gagamitin natin na programming language is ladder diagram. Click lang po OK. So, yung ating network 1, ito po yung ating magsisilbing motor control. So, as what we can remember na yung ating magnetic contactor ay nakakabit dun sa ating Y0 na terminal. So, uunahin natin yung ating magnetic contactor, which is yung kanyang output na coil. So, yung address natin na gagamitin is Y0. So, I'll just name it magnetic contactor. So, similarly, no, yung ating green na indicator lamp, which will serve as the running indicator. So, dito na lang natin siya i-connect din, no, sa ating similar rung, no, para pag gumana na si Y0 is gagana din yung ating red na or ating green na indicator lamp, which is nakakonect sa ating Y1 na terminal. So yung comment ko lang dito is yung green na indicator lamp. Then we'll begin with our contacts, no, para meron tayong switching. So in our previous tutorial, as you can remember, no, yung ginagamit natin na address dito is yung X1, no, since or X0. Since meron tayong physical na mga switches, no, or buttons. But this time, since HMI yung ating gagamitin, ay gagamit tayo ng ating auxiliary contacts, no, or yung ating mga contacts dito mismo lang sa loob ng program, no, or yung ating tinatawag na memory bits. So yung gagamitin natin dito is we'll begin na lang sa first, no, na memory bit, which is yung ating M0. So for M0, ito yung gagamitin nating start. Then yung ating stop naman is gagamitin natin is M1. So this is normally close. So again, no, since yung ating gagamitin din na button dun sa ating HMI is momentary type, so still maglalagay tayo dito ng kanyang holding contact. So this time yung ating holding contact is we can just choose, no, between Y0 and Y1, but I will just use Y0, no, as our holding contact. So next natin gagawin is yung ating indicator lamp na red, which is yung para sa ating stop. So nakakonect yung ating red na indicator lamp sa Y2 terminal. So I'll just name it red indicator lamp. So yung magko-control sa kanya na contact is yung ating Y0. So this time normally close po siya. Para pag hindi ito gumagana, always pong nakagana yung ating red na indicator lamp. And then pag na-energize na ito, no, and then that's the time na magka-cut yung contact dito sa Y0. And then mag-o-off na yung ating red na indicator lamp. So that's it, no? So as what we are always doing, no, to check our program, we need to compile it. So as what you can see, zero error, zero warning. So we are ready to download this program to PLC. So to download the program, ay click lang po natin yung download to PLC na icon dito sa taas. Then click lang natin transfer. So the function cannot be executed in run mode. Click lang po natin OK. Then downloading na po yung ating program. Just click OK to put back to running mode. So next po natin na gagawin na program is yung program po ng HMI. So gamit po natin dito is yung DOP soft na software. So to begin a new program, just click File, New And then this time ay pipili na tayo ng ating HMI. So yung model po ng HMI na ginamit natin is yung DOP BO3S211. So ito po siya, no? BO3S211. Okay? So for this project name, I'll just leave it, no, new HMI, or you can name whatever you want. Then just click next. And then dito sa communication settings ay dito natin ise-set up yung communication between HMI and PLC. So yung link name natin is just link 1. Then yung PLC natin, since Delta yun, so I'll just leave it Delta, and then the series is Delta DBP PLC. Okay, so for the interface, yung gagamitin natin na communication is RS485. So papalitan natin ng RS4852. And then yung data bits is 7 bits. Then yung stop bits is 1 bit. And then yung baud rate niya is 9,600. Then yung parity, still no, even. Then yung PLC station natin is station 1. And then yung password is, for the default, no, it's 1234567 8. But you can change it, no, in order to protect the program in the HMI. No, for this tutorial, I'll just leave it on the default setting. Okay, and then just click finish. So, andito na po tayo sa main screen ng ating software na DOP SOP. Okay, so probably, no, the first thing that we want to do is to change the background of our screen. No, so to change the background of the screen or the color, so dito sa right side is meron tayo dito mga property ng ating screen. So background color, pwede nating palitan ng in my case, no, I will choose cyan. Okay, and then to add text, no, if you want to add text dito, pumunta lang tayo sa elements, no, and then drawing, then you choose text. So drag lang po natin yung box, no, into the screen, and then double click it, then go to text, and then for the text, no, I will just put PLC to HMI testing. Then you can choose or also the font size, and then the alignment, no. So I will choose, no, align center. Okay, so you will have here the preview of your text. So I'll choose the color dark blue. And then since I want it to blend sa ating background, I will choose transparent. And I will increase the font size to 18. Okay, just click OK. So next thing na gagawin natin ay mag-a-add na tayo ng mga buttons. Okay, so to add buttons, click lang natin tong element, then go to button. So this time na yung gagamitin natin is momentary na button. So draw lang tayo ng button sa screen. Okay, so double click it to edit the property. Okay, so yung address na gagamitin natin is, as we can remember, dun sa program natin sa PLC, na gumamit tayo ng memory bit, no? So if this button is for the start na button, so as we recall, no, yung ating address na ginamit doon ay M0. So yung address na ilalagay natin dito sa right address is M0. Kasi yun yung susulatan niya na address. So, M0. So, click lang natin, enter. And then, to edit the text, no, if you want to put na start, itong push button na to, so, just type here, start. Then, we can increase the font to 14. Then, similarly, yung kanyang state 1, or ibig sabihin, pag pinindot mo siya, yung lalabas is ganun pa rin, no? So, we can change the color into green, no, for the start. Also, yung ating state 0 ay green din. Okay, next for the stop button. So, we can simply copy yung first button natin. Then, click paste. Okay, now to align this one, simply select yung dalawang buttons. And then, dito sa bottom part ng ating screen, ay meron tayo ditong align center, no, horizontally. So, i-click lang po natin yan. So, automatic na po mag-align yung ating dalawang buttons. Okay, so, edit na po natin yung ating second button. So, this time yung kanyang address is M1, since ito yung ating button, no, na magkocontrol ng stop. Okay, just click enter again. And then dito sa text ay papalitan na lang natin ng stop. Ganon din sa kanyang state 1. Okay, then going back to the main, no? From state 0, gagawin natin red. Okay, yung ating state 1 din ay gagawin natin red. Okay, click lang natin. Okay. So, next nating ilalagay sa ating screen is yung indicator, no? So yung parang indicator lamps. So, again, to add indicators, still in the element. So, going to the indicator, gagawin natin is multi-state indicator. So, draw lang tayo dito ng indicator. Then, double click lang natin. Okay, so, yung address na gagamitin natin is, as what we can recall, yung magnetic contactor natin is Y0. So, yung address na ilalagay natin dito is Y0. So, click lang natin enter. Okay, so yung sa main niya is yung state 0, since ito yung stop natin. So, yung foreground color natin is gagawin nating red. Okay, then yung state 1 natin is gagawin nating green. Okay, so for the text, yung state 0 natin, pwede nating lagyan ng stop. And then yung state 1 natin ay gagawin nating run. No? So parang ito yung bit nila. So yung bit 0, stop, bit 1 is run. Okay, so click lang natin. Okay. Then pwede tayong maglagay ulit dito ng text sa taas niya. So to add text, no, go to element, and then drawing, you put text. So, pwede nating lagyan dito ng motor. Okay, align still, no, align center. Then yung ating font size is 14. Then gagawin nating transparent. Gagawin natin tong color blue. Click OK. So that's it, no? Ready na tayong i-download yung ating program sa ating HMI. So to download yung program natin sa HMI, so i-click lang natin yung download screen na button dito sa taas ng ating window. Alright, so downloaded na po yung ating program sa ating HMI. So ready na po nating i-test yung function or yung communication ng HMI to PLC. So test natin yung start button. So as what you can see, nag-energize na po yung ating magnetic contactor. Then umilaw na rin yung ating green na indicator lamp. And then yung ating run na indicator na nilagay dito sa HMI ay nag-green na rin. And then to stop, click yung stop button. Okay, so nag-stop na po yung ating magnetic contactor. Then yung ating indicator lamp na red ay umilaw na siya, and then yung ating indicator dito na stop, no, for our motor. So again, one more time, test natin, start, then stop, start, stop. So that's it, no? I hope may natutunan na naman kayo sa ating tutorial for today. So hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you and God bless.